believe that's the right... Okay. Just setting up my OBS to record this as well. Because I think I may put it up on YouTube. The whole, like, event playthrough and the rewards and stuff. You there, unless my eyes deceive me, you strike me as a gent who knows how to look after himself. An adventurer, you say? Oh, how fortuitous! Ah, but where are my manners? I am the Torabugyo, and it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Might I ask a moment of your time? You're far too kind. Allow me, in that case, to explain my current situation. I've made my way to Eorzea as part of a delegation sent from Hingashi to partake in the Heavensturn celebrations. I've been briefed that the Eorzeans believe that at year's end, the gods choose one among their number to serve next as a herald of good fortune. In the Far East, it's not a god, but one of the 12 great beasts that is chosen. And this year shall belong to the formidable Tora. You may know it better as a tiger in these lands. Regardless, you doubtless now understand why I come dressed in my present attire. Now allow me to proceed to the heart of the matter. Normally, we celebrate auspicious events with a spot of mochi pounding. However, I think you'll agree such a meager celebration is hardly befitting of the mighty Tora. No, I have something much grander in mind. I'm currently searching for like-minded souls to help me. Frankly, a battle-hardened adventurer such as yourself would be perfect. Should you be willing to aid me, I shall see you rewarded with a kabuto of your own. What say you? Ah, thank you kindly. Now... Why, Torabugyo, I see you have found a willing assistant at last. Your timing could not have been better. This kind soul is willing to lend a much-needed hand. Well, I must say, he certainly looks the part. Is that? Do not agree, Master. He's perfect for the ceremony. This kid looks like he could be Unu Kalhai's, like, doppelganger here from Our Star. Seriously, it looks almost exactly like him, but a little less pale. You may want to hear his opinion on the matter first. You see, he is positively bewildered at present. But allow me to clear up exactly who we are first. We are a clan of mages practiced in the ways of Onmyodo, come to perform a ritual designed to quell the evil forces. It's nothing overly complex. We simply put on a performance that we hope will please the gods. The ritual this time has its origins in a rather old tale concerning a ferocious tiger. We will use our powers to give life to the tiger, adorning the folding screen we have brought with us. Then you, in your role as bloodthirsty warrior, shall vanquish the foul beast. Assuming you agree to participate, of course. Sure, why not? Slay tigers for breakfast. They want a bloodthirsty warrior, after all. I knew we could count on you the moment I saw you. Hardened adventurers never back down from a challenge, after all. You have my sincerest thanks, kind adventurer. Now, if you'll excuse us, we must ready the ritual site. If you would head to the site in Middle Lenosha, southeast of the Zephyr Gate, I shall see to inviting spectators to the performance. I've actually already done the fight. I did it on another character, an alt that I was working on, but the alt wasn't level 15, so I just sort of stumbled into the fight and decided to help out the people that were doing it. Because you only need to be around like level 8, 9, maybe 10 to really do this. I mean, not to do it solo, but to help others do it. Really, you don't need to be that high of a level. It's a pretty interesting fight. Ah, adventurer. Good to see you once more. Preparations for the ritual are finished at last. We would like to request you play the role of the noble warrior. It's quite simple. We shall summon forth an apparition of the mighty Torah from a folding screen, and you simply need to slay it. Can we count on your aid? See, recommended level for this fate is 5. I mean, I'm going to be synced so low, I'm going to have almost no abilities whatsoever. Ugh, there's so many abilities I do not have. Can I summon? Yep, I can. Good, I can summon him in the middle of the fight. Because I completely forgot to do so. Nope, there's another party in here that's already working together, I think. I don't think I really need to use True North for any of this. None of these have positionals. The only 2 attacks I have, and neither of them have positionals anyway. Yeah, it keeps resisting the stuns. I don't think there's any reason to even bother using that attack. Why is he so focused on the other one? Does a machinist just pull that much aggro, that much enmity? Like, so much enmity with their attacks? See, so that's where this becomes kind of interesting, is when he does the summons and you have a bunch of AoEs you need to sort of dodge. Oh, whoops. I ran right into one. Great. God, since the level on this is so low, you just lose so many abilities. You have like nothing. I have a 2-part combo and a couple little buffs. Alright. And back into Limsa. Destination is congested. Oh, great. Da-da-da-da-da. Just keep my finger down on the W, I guess, until it becomes uncongested. Good God, man. There we go. I wonder what would be a good class to play as when you're going into like super low level content. Like which class just has sort of the best abilities really early on. I mean, it's definitely not Dragoon. I don't even get a single one of my jumps or most of my buffs that early on. Ah, you are returned. Judging by your contented expression, I assume the ritual was a resounding success. I take it our friend here has delivered the good news. Truly an astounding performance. It was as if I was gazing upon the great Tenzin himself. I am glad to see you are unharmed. Pray tell, are you familiar with a hero by the name of Tenzin? The tale of Tenzin is far and away the most well-known epic in the Far East. Our little performance just now was inspired by but a part of it. Legend has it that upon stopping at a small village whilst on his travels, Tenzin encountered a starved, crazed tiger. Naturally, he made short work of the beast, thus saving the peasants from their plight. Tales such as this tend to become somewhat exaggerated over time. While I cannot account for their veracity, the importance of helping those in need is something that cannot be overstated. Allow me to extend our thanks to you once again for all you've done. As promised, this Kabuto is yours to keep. Actually, there's 2 of them, right? Or do I have to choose one? Thank you once again, noble adventurer. We intend to put on our performance a few more times during Heavensturn. We should be glad of your assistance again if you are willing. And I did notice this when I was playing it on my other alt character, that you actually do get, oh, I do have to choose one, silver, absolutely silver. You do actually get some like little resource by competing in that fate over and over again that I assume you use to buy some of the other stuff that's available. Feline fun, huh? No, no titles or anything. And then let them eat cake. Magic prisms. It doesn't matter too much. Let me see. I think the festival supplier is probably the one that has Yeah, you get Heavensturn of the Tiger tickets. So that's how you can get the other Kabuto, the one you didn't choose. And then there's a painting, and then a meal for gatherers, and then more of those advent cakes. Nothing too amazing. But you can get both Kabutos, so that's good. Oh good, it can go in the armoire, so I don't have to worry about putting it in my glamour dresser. Alright, I'll run through this one once as well. Even though it's the repeatable quest, during Starlight Celebration, the repeatable quest still did have really good story in it. I just didn't care to do it a bunch of times is all. So I'll see if this one has some decent story in it. Just who I wanted to see. I was wondering if you'd be willing to help hand out a few advent cakes. It's customary for us to do so during Heavensturn. We finished preparing them but a short while ago, and who better to share them with the townspeople than the man of the hour? Here you are. Pray take these to Hawker's Alley. I imagine it won't be long before you find passers-by eager for one of these delectable delights. Aren't the advent cakes like little mochi balls or little rice balls or something like that, I think? Oh, Heavensturn Tiger tickets. Didn't know I had those. Tasty rice cakes. Yeah, they're little like onigiri cake things. Hawker's Alley. So did I get those Heavensturn tickets just from facing the tiger the first time? Because if I did, then that's enough. That should be enough. I think the other Kabuto and maybe the painting were like 5 each, so you could literally get all 3 of the unique things from this event by just doing it once. I'll double check that when I'm finished here. Mochi Daikon. Can I interest you fine folks in some delicious rice cakes? No better way to celebrate Heavensturn than with a delicious treat. Hello there, can I interest you in some advent cakes? What's that? You've been sent to help me, have you? Splendid. Alright, the key is to position yourself somewhere that sees plenty of footfall. That'd be right by the Aetheryte. There's always a bunch of weirdos around there, showing off their glamour and doing bard performances and stuff. I shall go ahead and hand my cakes out elsewhere. Someone rather familiar approaches you. Local tavern owner or a yellow jacket? Do I want Batterin? No, not Batterin. Yes, no. You know what? I'll just do it randomly. I'm gonna hit enter in one of these times, and then we'll see. Turns out it was tavern owner. Yeah, it is Batterin. I was getting him mixed up with the guy that you were introduced to at the very beginning of the game when you come in. I can't even remember that guy's name, but for some reason I thought that was Batterin for a minute. I heard some over here was passing out about advent cakes. Never dreamed it'd be you of all people. If it's really going to be a bunch of, like, A-B choices, maybe I will actually run this repeatable event twice and then just choose the opposite and show off all of them. Well, can we have some? Heavily armored dragoon walking around handing out advent cakes. Ah, that's it. That's the ready taste. I've been wanting to do something with rice cakes at the Bismarck, but I still can't get them to taste like the real thing. Me and old Lingseth here usually enjoy each other's company over drinks, but we nearly got into a brawl the other day talking about the best way to prepare rice cakes. Never did come to an agreement, though. So we decided we'd both try a hand at it and see whose was best. In case you're curious, I cooked me rice cakes first, drizzled some Far Eastern soy sauce on them, and then wrapped the blighters in seaweed. Just listen to this tripe. They're best in a rich broth with a few choice ingredients. Pipinot soup with your cakes is a sight better than that load of bilge you call food. Still itching for a fight, huh? Well, that's generally how it went anyway. Doubt we'll ever find common ground at this rate. You can say that again. At least we'll never run out of things to talk about at the tavern. Sounds like you're giving up to me. Any road, we'll be seeing you around, Ash. Stick your head in the drowned winch next time you got some time on your hands. Oh wow, right back to Torbugyo? Was it really just one? That's all? It's just one time? If that's the case, I really will run it a second time, because why not? I can see what the other option is. I figured you'd have 2 or 3 or 4 or however many of those. Alright, let me check this. Yeah, they're 5 each. So I could buy the Golden Kabuto. I get the painting too, but it really doesn't matter. It's unsellable, it's market prohibited, I'm not going to use it, so I don't really see the reason to. Maybe one of the other Kabutos? No, they're unsellable and market prohibited as well, so there's no real reason to get a second one. Untradeable, untradeable, unsellable. There's no real reason to get extras of anything. You honestly end up with more of these tiger tickets than you need unless you really want the advent cakes or the Zoni or whatever. Okay. I mean, even if you bought the painting as well, you'd still have a couple left over. Oh, you returned. I see you were without advent cakes. Another day's work complete then. Thanks in no small part to you. Pray you take your ease and enjoy the remainder of the Heavensturn celebration. Let's see what these look like. There, both Kabutos. Just drop this down here for now. What do these look like? Wow, that is pretty good actually. I think I'll spend the rest of my tokens on some of those. They'd be pretty good just for general festivities, honestly. I mean, it's a little bit of an advent cake thing, but not too much. Alright, let's run this a second time. Hand out more advent cakes, you're too kind. Here you are, take these Hawker's Alley. I imagine it won't be long before you find passers-by eager one of these delectable delights. Let's see if it's the same choice again, or if there's a couple of different variations you can get on this, or what. Because if it's the same choice again, then I'll just have to do it this one extra time so we can see the other option. Hey, Mochi Daikon. Yep, same choice. Okay, so there's literally only 2 options here. Let's see who the yellow jacket is then. There's Carvalane? Can't remember exactly how his name's pronounced. Oh yeah, I know this guy, but I can't remember his name. Sundamal. Would you happen to be the one handing out advent cakes? I'm presently on break and find myself rather peckish. Could I trouble you for one? Oh, hey Wawalago. If it isn't Wawalago. Whatever has you in such a hurry today? I helped myself to a rice cake back at the guild and, apparently it was Sisyphus? She came at me with the anger of 1,000 quarrels. I fear not, but savory replacement will sate her anger. Oh, hey! Wawalago! Hurry up and hand over that cake! Bloody hells, that's her. Sorry, no time for talk. Not so fast, thief! She stops as a little cute wave to me and then just gets back to chasing him. That was great. Oh my god, that was great. Oh dear, would you mind if I took one more cake for Wawalago? In his panic, he seems to have forgotten to take a cake for her. Worry not, I'll see to it that all is well between them soon enough. Not be much of a yellow jacket if I were unable to solve a little scuffle such as this after all. Yeah, my thanks. Well, time for me to take my leave. These are good. I liked these. They were funny and fun, and watching Sisapu just chasing Wawalago all over the city. That's that. And then I will... Nah, I just don't care. I just don't care. I don't really do the housing really at all, so it really just doesn't matter to me. So I'll just grab some more of these prisms for celebration stuff going forward. If not for this one, then I'll use them at other times, basically. I've still got some of the Realm Reborn Red. I thought I had something else, too. Was it the other magic prisms? No, I guess I don't have any more of them. Okay. Alright. And that takes care of basically all of the rewards. The whole event playthrough and all of the rewards that you can get from doing it. And of course, remember, if you go back and do that fate again and again and again, you'll get more of those tickets so you can buy more stuff from this festival supplier. Although I think the event's only going a couple more days. So if anyone hasn't done this and wants to, they should do it soon.